everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Lindsay Kennett.
And I'm Duke Carter. We appreciate you for joining us on this bitter cold-ish first Saturday of April.
It is chilly if you're getting out the door this morning, but it seems like it's going to warm up later on.
Which is good news. So we're going to check in with our meteorologist, Justin McKee, to tell us that we can. Oh, that's a nice shot behind you, Port Mountain. But it's a good day. Today's going to be a good day.
Yeah, you know, dress in layers, you're going to be fine. Temperature's cold right now, but, you know, you can take the coat off as we go into the afternoon. Our highs getting into the 60s later on. Duke already said it. It's a really nice view of Port Mountain right now as the sun rises on our Skycam over that way. Officially, sunrise coming in 2 minutes, 7:04 today, and sunset is going to be at 7:43. So if you do the math on that, 12 hours and 39 minutes of daylight, and the days just continuing to get longer as we go through April and getting closer and closer to summertime. Here's a look at the sunshine meter for your Saturday. Really no clouds to speak of at the moment. I do believe we'll see a little bit more cloud cover towards the afternoon and evening, so we'll call it just a few clouds increasing as we go through this first half of the weekend. You might have noticed the wind yesterday, but the wind is really not very strong as we're getting our Saturday started. Really the only places reporting any kind of wind right now, Lynchburg and Hot Springs. I think the wind stays sustained between 5 and 10 miles per hour for today. It is going to be a cold start when you're getting going first thing in the morning, but the temperatures are going to be warming up towards the afternoon, highs in the 60s. Going to stay that way on Sunday, but could it be a little bit more breezy following a weak cold front? So we'll track that one for you coming up in just a few minutes.
A man is dead after a fight turned into a shooting in South Boston. Police say it happened at the Westside Village Apartments on Sinai Road Thursday night. When officers arrived, they found 32-year-old Lamar Ballo shot to death in the parking lot. Investigators believe he was involved in a fight with at least 2 other people before he was shot.
A college athlete was killed and 4 others hurt after being hit by what investigators say was a drunk driver. It happened Thursday in Williamsburg. Milligan University sophomore Eli Kramer was practicing with his team for a track meet and at William and Mary when the crash happened. Kramer was taken to the hospital but later died. The driver, Jose Hernandez Mancia, is charged with multiple DUIs and felony hit and run.
We're learning more details about Henrico police officer Trey Sutton, who died after a car crash Wednesday night. Fellow officers described the 24-year-old as quiet yet confident and say he was always there to lend support when they needed it. His friends say becoming a police officer was fulfilling a dream he always had.
The day before this all happened, we were out together, and he had we were driving on 95, and he said that, man, I love being a police officer. He's like, I know where I am, and I know this is what I was meant to be doing.
No word yet on funeral arrangements for Officer Sutton.
A shocking confession. A Virginia man admits to going on a killing spree that took the lives of his father, his cousin, and his girlfriend. From inside the jail, Norfolk native Hakola Beal spoke to a local reporter explaining that he was just fed up with their relationship.
So did you shoot your girlfriend and burn her house down?
Yeah, I did.
You killed her Tuesday, set her house on fire on Thursday?
Exactly.
Do you have remorse for killing your girlfriend?
I mean, when you snap, you don't think about remorse, you just snap it.
Beal was caught by U.S. Marshals a week after he says he began his killing spree. During the interview, the confessed murderer also gave a message to those who were watching.
You've just admitted to us to killing 3 people, and your advice to people at home is to go check on their loved ones?
Yes, because somebody checked on their loved ones, but they didn't know they was dead on Tuesday.
Beal has previously served time in prison for armed robbery and sexual assault on a child.
For the 5th consecutive time, the Bedford County Sheriff's Office has been reaccredited by the Virginia Law Enforcement Professional Standards Commission. Out of 400 law enforcement agencies in the Commonwealth, only around 100 have this accreditation. From procedures and policies to community interaction, there are more than 190 standards that agencies need to meet. It's a thorough process to get accredited, but has become the standard at Bedford County.
It's a wonderful stamp. It lets you know that you're the elite in this Commonwealth, is what it is. And you're one of the elite. We took that challenge 20 years ago, and we've held that standard.
Sheriff Miller says the accreditation is a testament to the hard work of the men and women who work with him. Over 400,000 jobs were added to the U.S. economy during the month of March, according to the federal government. And here at home, local businesses are also hiring more employees.
Which is good news for the Star City and the region. So 10 News reporter Sydney Jacksheimer is working for you to explain how anticipation of the warm weather is helping the job market again here in Roanoke.
The U.S. unemployment rate hit a pandemic-era low during the month of March, meaning more people got back into the workforce.
Record job creation, record unemployment declines, record wage gains. And by the way, jobs and unemployment are not just another statistic. They go directly to the core of what the economy represents, the ability for hardworking Americans to live with dignity, support their families, and build a better life for their children.
Here in Southwest Virginia, employment is also picking back up. Places in downtown Roanoke like Three Notch attribute the spike in business to the warmer weather.
Like any restaurant or bar, the winter is the tough season. You have the employees that you had from the year before. It's hard to guarantee hours because just people aren't going out as much.
More business calls for more employees.
I was actually able to hire the front of house roles that I need and start getting them trained up before it gets nice and warm. So it's a really nice transition point that we're fortunate that our hiring woes are slightly behind us, but of course I would always love more people.
Downtown Roanoke Inc. posted a list of businesses that are now hiring. In Roanoke, Sydney Jacksheimer, 10 News, working for you.
The federal government has reported an additional 431,000 jobs in March and unemployment down to a pandemic-era low of 3.6%. A steady increase in consumer demand combined with the return to normalcy as coronavirus cases decline and restrictions are lifted have fueled job growth. Leisure and hospitality industries, as well as retail and manufacturing, all saw some of the biggest gains. The number of people working remotely also declined. And in good news for workers, wages increased by 5.6% over the past year.
Emergency rent relief from the federal government helped prevent more than 1 million evictions last year. That's according to a recent report by Princeton University's Eviction Lab. The programs had a big impact on low-income and majority-black neighborhoods, as those areas had the largest reduction in eviction filings last year.
A bill that recently passed in Richmond could change the lives of thousands of children who do not have a place to sleep at night. The legislation will allow homeless youth over the age of 14 to access a shelter without a guardian. We're told this could be a pivotal change to ensure safety and stability for children in Roanoke City schools, where right now 64 students are unaccompanied.
This is a one opportunity, maybe the only opportunity that young person has to get all of those supports, all of those things kind of there for them to really, truly help them break that cycle of homelessness.
The law will go into effect July 1.
Our veterans give a lot to this country, sometimes paying the ultimate sacrifice.
And that's why service members in the Lynchburg area are honoring them at Monument Terrace with a special display. Now, the American flag you see in this video is made up more than 7,000 dog tags, and each one is engraved with the name of a hero who died in the War on Terror.
The display is 28 feet long and 6 feet tall and travels across the country with Veterans and Athletes United, a nonprofit helping vets with disabilities.
I think it's great that they're recognizing the military, the sacrifice that they made for our country to go out and protect not only the United States but parts of the world from aggression.
The flag will be on display at the Field of Honor on September 3rd and 4th before going to New York for 9/11.
Officials in Martinsville opened a 50-year-old time capsule at the former Piedmont Trust building. It was put together by the Piedmont Trust back in 1972 to celebrate their 50th anniversary. Inside was a flyer from the 1972 Piedmont Trust Bank that included sheet music, a map of Henry County, a 1972 penny, and a list of former employees. Officials plan to donate the capsule to a local museum.
Time now, almost 6:11. Virginia lawmakers are returning to Richmond for a special session for this upcoming Monday. The changes Governor Glenn Youngkin is pushing for that could impact your wallet.
Plus, when you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Why this animal took its frustration out on a mailbox.
And mild spring temperatures